Hey everybody, I'd like to welcome you out to the initial first podcast video cast of Kame House. This is episode 0, so we just wanted to kind of get you acquainted with the kind of bullshit that we're going to be doing, which is going to be mostly whatever the hell we feel like. It's just going to be kind of us talking, going through stuff that happens throughout the week, and letting you know how we feel about it because you care. And if you don't, you fucking should. So I am your initial middleman, T-Chan.
And I am Anime J.
And I'm Rare Behemoth.
So, first, now that we're giving you like a little introduction to us, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I just happen to be a young man who was bored with everyday life. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let me talk to my good buddies and let's see if we can just entertain people in the world that we just never seen before, because you are the people that truly matter to us. So I wanted to kind of give you a little intro into our world. The world of wicked minds. Wicked minds that honestly don't give a shit about most things, but we do like anime and games, so that's what's really important to us. So,
things like life.
No, who needs life?
You know, people who live all around the world. Inconsequential.
It's inconsequential.
It's all about video games.
It's all about video games. It's like, we got a black president. I don't care. Nigga can do whatever he wants to. Because, frankly, if there ain't a black anime character that I'm concerned about, it just does not matter to me.
I always wanted to be the first black anime character.
You're an Aryan. There's no possible way that you could be a black anime
Red
character.
beard.
Okay, Shanks.
So?
Yeah.
So, can't
Like
be an
that means
Aryan with
anything.
red hair.
You totally can.
Exactly.
It's all in your beard anyway.
First off, Hitler would kill me. I'm okay with that.
Hitler
I
wouldn't kill you.
You're okay with that too.
Why are you okay with me dying?
You take that anywhere you like.
I'm pretty sure with your bright blue eyes.
My
yes,
blight eyes.
your blight eyes. Your blight from freaking Batman Beyond.
The cancer eyes.
Yes, so you have the green cancer eyes that, Terry McGinnis just loves so damn deeply.
I think we've gone off the rails a little already.
We have
We're off
gone
to a
off the
bad
rails.
start.
Okay.
Bad start.
It's a bad start.
It's a bad ending. We
It's a
got the
rough
bad
start.
ending. So, alright, restarting again. Like I said, I'm T-Chan, otherwise known as Illest of Wills. That's what you'll mostly see me going as. So, just kind of think of me as the middleman on the couch again. So, getting into our stories a little bit, the first thing that we're kind of bullshit about, and it's our gaming news, and obviously you should know what it is this week. It's the Xbox price drop. Now, they've decided that they are going to now sell the Xbox One without the Kinect, which means that the price is going to go down to the same thing as the PlayStation 4, and people are going fucking crazy over it. And not only that, they've decided they're going to turn their Xbox for Gold membership, or whatever the hell it is, to basically be another copy off of PlayStation Plus. Now, personally, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think it's Microsoft's desperate plea of, I need to play catch-up. Sony's starting to kick our asses. So we obviously need to do something to try to pull ahead.
Sales.
Yeah, boost sales.
Yeah. It's them desperately wanting to try to catch up, because them packaging the Kinect with the Xbox One in the first place was a mistake. And they're doing this purely to drop production costs of the system, which they're already losing money every single time they sell a console to begin with.
Yeah.
And this is them hoping that by lowering the overall MSRP that they can catch up with PlayStation 4. Which, by the way, before we sound like a bunch of fanboys, is doing the best right now simply because it's being the least stupid, the fewest mistakes.
Exactly.
But is it really them playing catch-up, or is it them just being smart and doing exactly what they should have done a year ago and everybody's been bitching about?
But
it?
again,
I wouldn't call it catch-up. It's more like, hey, just like the whole, what the heck's it called when they got the online game stuff?
you're talking about like where they get the free game
DRM, the
collection?
DRM.
Oh.
It's like with the DRM. They fucking heard that shit 3 days later. Oh, fuck that. We're getting that out because everybody hates it.
But again, this is just a constant thing of them initially announcing that they're going to do something that people don't like, or that's just a terrible choice, and then going back on it later on, instead of just not making that horrible choice to begin with.
Yeah, but see, to me the whole thing, it stems from E3, because E3 was basically a terrible rat battle between Sony and Microsoft. Because
Sony totally won.
Yeah, Sony totally won because Microsoft came out, they did their little rap, they gave an intro, and it was like, that's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. Then Sony came out, literally busted a move, and what'd they do, Jay?
Drop the mic.
They dropped the fucking mic on Microsoft because they basically came out, did everything that they took away everything that people hated about Microsoft, and they just owned them at E3. So now,
just the trading game.
Yeah,
and they
the whole trading
this is
game
how
video.
You borrow games. Here you go.
Yeah, so I mean, it was beautiful, and Sony just kind of killed them in the whole first round of competition, and Microsoft is really suffering to try to get back in the game because, I mean, Titanfall was supposed to be their major thing, and, well...
But they did a really good thing
It is
recently.
so.
Like, was like a
That's
month or two ago, or about a month ago, they changed their, like, head of Xbox. They got Phil Spencer, I think, is in there now.
I'm not sure that's better. Is he another guy who used to work for Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Everybody
in the game industry now came from, like, pizza.
He's been working for Xbox for a long time. And he's just, like, the next person in line. And he's the one who's like, look, games. We're for the gamer. Fuck this sports shit.
Well, talk is cheap, so let's see what they actually do.
Since he's been in there, a lot of good things have happened.
I guess.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of good things I like. You know, like I said, I don't hate Microsoft. The fact that they're doing this is great for them. I might actually consider getting an Xbox One now.
Especially if they have a Halo edition.
Yeah, especially if they have a Halo edition or something like that.
Let me know when Bungie's making it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that'll be fantastic to have, but it's just that right now there's no games that justify the price point of it.
Well, I would say not that that's necessarily something I would count against the Xbox One. Not that that's okay, that there's not a good game library for the Xbox One yet, but there isn't really one for the PlayStation 4 either, or the Wii U, which had like a year head start, and honestly, I think they jumped the gun. I think they should have all waited until there was at least a good game library on both. And not that there needs to be like 30 games worth buying per system, but there should at least be 2 or 3 that I would think about at launch.
No, I agree with that. It's just that
Infamous Second Son was great.
Infamous Second Son is fantastic, and that's pretty much been their sister seller. Well, that's because...
But, you know, I could see it being a seller for some people.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though. Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox One looks fucking amazing.
It really does.
That looks awesome. It's like Insomniac. Why did you leave us? I want you back on my PlayStation.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive had been a great addition to the PlayStation library. Just like I think Sony's going to suffer from losing that exclusivity of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. To be honest, because
I think they'll do all right.
They'll definitely do all right.
The thing is that the series for so long, most of the main console releases have all been on Sony platforms anyway.
Or Nintendo.
Well, yeah. But exactly. So I think a lot of the people who are fans of that series are generally going to be a little more Nintendo or Sony faithful to begin with. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to really bleed sales towards the Xbox One just because the option is there. I think anytime something is multi-platform, that's not really going to affect whether or not people are going to bleed.
You can't really say multi-platform anymore with including the Wii U in it because most games that come out for the Wii U are just...
Well, most people aren't willing to make their games for the Wii U anymore because they're not selling on there. Because not enough people are getting them because there's not enough games for people to care about, unfortunately.
There's not. I mean, the Wii U,
is a shame.
The Wii U just has way too many problems, and the main problem stemming from it's called the Wii U. That's the base problem they have.
It confuses people.
It confuses people.
A lot of average consumers like parents and things like that or kids think that the Wii U is a peripheral for the main Wii system.
Exactly.
And then they're surprised that they have to buy a new console.
Yeah.
Even though it's backwards compatible, it does everything the original Wii did, not in the best way, but, it'll play everything up, but they get that shock of, oh, it's a new system, and then it puts a bad taste in their mouth, and they don't want to bother.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, the Wii U does have a couple good things coming its way.
It sure does.
I mean,
Smash Brothers.
Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Mario Kart looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. And they've already said it's going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second, even with 2 players.
Well, let's hope that's real, but I think the biggest thing that they really desperately need for the Wii U is good third-party support. They need some good third-party games coming all the way. And by the way, when the hell are we getting Bayonetta 2? What the fuck?
I think that's next. They pushed that back to next year.
Again?
I think they have.
Everything's getting pushed back now.
And of course, Wonderful 101,
that was
tanked.
Yeah. But it was
a shame.
It was a pretty game.
It was made by Platinum, so of course it was great.
Yeah.
Except for that Vanquish.
Yeah. Alright. Now, since we derailed so far off the Xbox One and went into Wii U territory, let's just go ahead and switch to the next topic. And our next topic would be...
anime.
We're going to switch into anime right now. And the first thing we're going to just kind of quickly breeze over is something that we just kind of saw on Facebook earlier this week, and it was just pretty awesome. and that is that the Nature Valley Granola Bar Twitter account has been basically bombarded with pictures of anime characters eating, enjoying, or otherwise carrying the Nature Valley granola bars. And the best part about it all is that the Nature Valley people love it. They're interacting. They know stuff about anime. Apparently, the main person handling their Twitter knows a lot about it. So
Anime.
yeah, so I just find it cool.
It's cool, but it seems like it's kind of just like free PR for
It definitely
Nature
is.
Valley.
Hey, whatever.
Which, you know, that's not bad, I guess. It initially seemed to come from a genuine place. It seemed like the person who was initially starting those tweets was somebody who actually liked anime or knew about anime.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Nature Valley out of the blue shamelessly. It was just like, hey, let's go after anime fans because
Yeah.
there's where the
First of
money
all,
is.
That would be awesome if you just saw a dude in a Nature Valley truck just driving by throwing granola bars at fat kids. Like,
Dude.
hey, fat kid,
Granola Shuriken.
watch your Dragon Ball Z.
Granola Shuriken. Russ and granola bar. But see, hey, I feel like it's only a matter of time now before, being the fact that con season is right around the corner, that we're going to see somebody there with a shit ton of granola bars.
You think
Oh,
so?
dude, imagine a guy
can see
dressed
it.
as
Yeah.
the dealer from Resident Evil 4. What are you
What are
buying?
you
And just
buying?
throwing
Yeah.
granola bars at people.
Yeah,
Gonna
I'd
happen.
love to see that.
It's gonna happen.
that would be fucking awesome. All right, like I said, we're just going to briefly skim over that one because it's just something that you should check out. So go on the Nature Bar granola, the Nature Valley Granola Bar Twitter page and actually check out all the cool comments and stuff that they're going on.
Or if we're smart about it, we'll just put a link below.
Yeah.
If we're not lazy.
We'll put it in the show notes.
If we're not lazy.
Yeah, if we're not lazy.
Yeah.